Now we got more Elden Ring news. They talking about how the map gonna change. You know the map gotta change. It's a roguelike.
One of the biggest questions left over after Elden Ring Nightreign's network test back in February
because the map didn't change because of the network test. But I don't think most niggas knew that because they don't be.
Is, for all intents and purposes, a roguelite. And one of the core elements of any roguelite is a degree of randomness or procedural generation that ensures that every run feels just a little bit different. Nightreign has that in the loot department, with every run giving you different rewards and forcing you to cobble together a build based on what you're able to find within that run. And forcing you to cobble together.
Oh, that's right. All the weapons have. Oh no, this chest had an item to just give them like more runes up to. But yeah, you see how they all have like a special thing? Like this has chain attack finishers, which I don't know what that means.
Together a build based on what you're able to find.
And this one has improved attack power, low HP, by plus what 10%.
Within that run, and also in the enemy and boss department, since none of the boss encounters are static, with the sole exception of the Night Lord battle on day 3.
The Night Lord.
But as far as the world of Limveld, we never.
He said it's static. So when they say it's static, the Night Lords, because I thought they said there were 7 Night Lords, right? So if there's 7, do you have to defeat them in like an order, or are they procedurally random too? Like, because I mean, most roguelikes, the final boss is normally the one you can't change. All the other mini bosses are. So maybe it's like a looping mechanic, which might be how you get to them. Which, from what I've seen, you could do like 30-minute playthrough if you really get if you get the ball rolling. So you might, if there's 7 bosses and you're taking half an hour to get to the Night Lord, the day 3, you might be able to do like a full, like all 7 of them in like 3 hours, 3.5 hours, which isn't crazy as a gamer. But if that's not how that works, that's
really got a chance to see how it changes from run to run during.
I'm be honest, I don't think I've ever played a roguelike and had a 3-hour
FromSoft's
run.
office, and over the course of about 10 full runs, I got my answer to that earlier question. Here's over the course of about 10 full runs, I got my answer to that earlier question. Here's how Limveld will change from run to run.
10 full runs goes like 8 hours maybe.
Actually, we jumped the gun. Before we go into the ways that Limveld will change, let's quickly establish what doesn't change. The overall structure of Limveld will not change. The shape of the island, the major geographical features, the positioning of cliffs, rivers.
So the map doesn't change? I mean, if we're being completely honest, these type of roguelikes, the map I don't think changes at all. Like Risk of Rain too. Since it's 3D and it's not 2D, that map didn't actually change. Like, the physical map didn't change. The chest locations and, like, the teleporter changed, but not the actual, like, monuments changed. Like, none of, like, the actual map. So if that's what they mean, then, yeah, I didn't think they were gonna, like, randomly move castles and stuff. But they do say you have, like, volcano eruptions, like, craters and stuff appear. So if the crater is always at the same spot, I mean, it makes sense because how else can you memorize all the locations? But how many maps is there? Would be the better question.
All of these will be the same, barring a few major exceptions that we'll cover in just a bit.
Oh, see, it's some exceptions.
Locations of Sites of Grace, Everjails, the launching Spirit Springs, cave entrances and exits, the spectral trees and the wind currents.
Those don't change.
All of these are static and do not change location from run to run. There's also a giant castle that features exceptionally tough battles and big rewards, right smack in the middle of the map that will never change. Everything else.
But if it's like Fortnite, and if they make like, or like any battle royale, like any map like that, if they make new maps like every 30 or every couple months, I don't think people would care. Like if there's like upwards for like maybe 5 maps. But then again, I think the game's like $45.
The locations of all the rest of the points of interest,
and they already have
types
guaranteed
of rewards
DLC
offered at those points of
DLC
interest,
might be
to
more
the wandering
maps,
mini bosses and
sense.
the bosses that you fight at the end of day 1 and day 2 are left completely up to chance. That said, there are 2 other huge factors that can completely alter a run. The first are world events known as Shifting Earth.
Shifting Earth, what's up?
Occasionally, before you even launch into a level, you'll be made aware that there is a Shifting Earth modifier in effect.
When they're trying to
in
get
our
on.
playtime, the one we encountered was
Crater,
which transformed the northern section of the map, placing a giant hole. You'll be made aware that there is a shift.
Wait. Oh, snaps. They're explaining. This is
Occasionally, before you even launch into a level, you'll be
before you launch into a level that lets you know like pre-games.
made aware that there is a shifting
Earth is shifting the
modifier in
crater.
effect.
Oh, so you'll
In
tell
our
you what
playtime, the one we
modifier is.
encountered
That
was
is
Crater,
cool.
which transformed the northern section of
But I feel like that kind of takes away from the randomness. If I know before I load in that this run is gonna have a crater, I don't think that should work like that. I think I should just like play the game and then like, okay, we get the crater event, or we get the, what's the bro name? It's like two of them. Like the dude in the cloak that he's like a mutant basically. Not Godric. That's a golden dude. The other dude.
the map, placing a
I
giant
don't
crater in
think
the middle
they should
and
tell me
rivers
when
of
that's
lava
happening
all around.
until it
The
actually
enemies
happens,
around
not
and
pre-game.
inside the crater are no joke, and wiped the floor with us when we first attempted to even get close enough to investigate the crater on the first day. But investigate it you should,
Cause here's the question: how do you even can you re-roll that if it's pre-game?
and you should do so as soon as the second day begins, if you're up to the challenge. Exploring the crater took us pretty much the entirety of the second day, but when we
Oh, but I guess this is a map change. That's why they're telling you pre-hand, because it's not like Risk of Rain where each day is a different map. It's like you have the same map 3 days and it reloads each day or 2 days. That makes sense why it's pre-game, because they're basically telling you what map you get. That makes sense. Never mind. Okay.
did eventually make it all the way to the
Misaki,
bottom,
you can
we
cook.
beat a boss that granted us an epic rarity level reward by itself, but then also
An
the
epic
unique
reward?
reward of being able to
We got a legendary item, or was it a legendary upgrade? No, he's upgrading. The only thing that went up was, oh, his attack went up. Plus plus 100 and, what is that, 18? That's a lot.
take any weapon in our arsenal and upgrade it to the maximum level for free.
That's the max. Oh, that's why. You get a free max upgrade? Oh, that's fire. But you gotta be able to defeat the boss.
It's a risky endeavor.
I mean, that's worth
because
it, though.
in order to
'Cause
escape
I feel like
the
if you
crater,
do it, then you
need
kinda,
to
like-
use a bunch of spectral trees and ride the hawks from
Spectral
platform to
trees.
platform as you try to escape, which will certainly lead to nail-biting escape sequences when you take too long in the crater and now must race against the clock to get out while the circle closes in around
I don't think this might not be doable with random people. We'll see though.
The other
it might
big
take
way
a
that
time
runs can
for people to
change are
understand
through the
that that's a
appearances
thing.
of certain events that seem to occur completely randomly and can throw a huge wrench into an otherwise routine run. I've seen only a couple of these, and some might be familiar with the Margit invasion from the network.
Yeah, the
test, in
Margit
which
invasion,
Margit
that's what I was
Fell
talking about.
will
I like
just
that.
all of a sudden jump into your game and just
Oh, we got
mercilessly
multiple?
hunt your squad down wherever they are. But a new one that I encountered involved the appearance of a swirling tornado-like phenomenon in the sky.
That
When
a
our squad
tornado?
approached it, we were suddenly attacked by a very tough group of AI-controlled Nightfarers who seemingly invaded us from
They had
another world.
invaders,
Like
essentially,
typical NPC
but like fake
invasions in
invaders.
Elden Ring,
NPC
these
invasions,
enemies were
okay.
smarter and hit a lot harder than typical enemies.
Oh, I like
making it
these.
another big risk-reward consideration to explore.
But is it really though? How many NPC invaders do that gang? Because this is a 3v3 game. So if it's not minimum 3, they're getting jumped. They're getting jumped if it's not an equal 1v1. And they're probably getting jumped either or. If the AI is not smart enough to understand they're getting triangle offense, this might not be as hard as what they're saying. Because remember, this is IGN. This is IGN we're talking about.
Explore the areas near one of these ominous swirling tornadoes in the
But
sky.
they could be though. It depends on what they
The
build
most
are.
impactful of all of these random events, though, was the appearance of a mysterious boss that would attack
A
from
plague
miles away
of
with mortar
locusts
shots of
befalls the
level-sapping
land.
bugs. That's right, get hit even just once by these telegraph mortar
Huh?
strikes, and you lose a level. It's not even limited to just
You lose a level? You telling me y'all put bugs in y'all put actual bugs in the game that could take levels from you? Oh, that's gonna
losing one.
Let me know
Telegraph
how to
mortar
run away from
spots
them
of
niggas.
level-sapping bugs.
don't want no smoke
That's
with
right,
them.
get hit even just once by these telegraph mortar
Yeah, you
strikes,
see up there, they
and
take
you
a
lose
level.
It's not
Damn.
even limited to just losing one.
You
Get
can lose
hit
multiple
again,
levels?
You'll take another level. From
Fuck
you.
no.
The only way to get those levels back is to find and kill the boss by following the bugs.
You
to
gotta
his
kill
hiding
the
spot.
summoner?
Unfortunately,
Oh,
I
okay,
don't
that
have
makes
footage
sense.
of this, nor
But he
do
couldn't
I know
find
what
the
the
summoner.
reward is for killing him, because by the time we found the boss by following the bugs, the circle had started encroaching.
See, I told you them IGN reviewers don't be knowing, which is totally fine. It's totally fine to be the first to not know. But geez, they're like, oh well, you theoretically can destroy the summoner and get the levels back, but we didn't do it in our playtest, so we don't know. I am curious now. What do we think? What is our assumptions on what do you get back from destroying them? Obviously, you get back your levels. I would hope not. Maybe not. No, in Elden Ring, you might not get them back. but I would hope you get your levels back. Possibly a item, probably an item. Is it like a weapon or is it like a passive? One of those three, probably. Maybe could be all three of them.
And we just wouldn't have been able to kill him before the circle killed us. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty soul crushing to have to just give up on those levels that he stole from us, and it really kind of doomed our run from day one. There are certainly more of these that I still haven't encountered, like the Forest of Corruption, the Madness Towers, and more that we see in the overview
He said Forest of Corruption. I did hear about that. And then the Forest of Madness?
trailer released by From
Or
the Corruption, the Madness Towers, and more
I hate
that
the
we
Madness
see in the
Tower.
overview trailer released by From Software. It's worth mentioning as well that if you don't like the shifting earth modifier that will affect the world, you can use the bed in the round table hold to sleep to either remove the modifier or have it. It's worth mentioning as well that if you don't like the shifting earth modifier that will affect the world, you can use the bed in the round table hold to sleep to either remove the modifier or have it replaced by something else. As devastating as some of these modifiers can be.
Okay, that was my answer, because that was my first question is, what if I don't want that? Like, how do I change it? Okay, go to sleep. Take a nap. Alright. Take a nap if you don't like the map you got. Bad.
I'm nonetheless eagerly anticipating seeing more of them.
I'm ready, bro.
A healthy
We
level
got about,
of chaos
15
into
more
what
days?
otherwise might start to
Halfway
feel
through.
very routine,
Through the way.
and led to some great emergent
2
moments
weeks.
with high
2 weeks,
emotion between
essentially.
me and my squad mates as we raced to escape the crater,
ready, man.
or panicked at an unexpected ambush, or felt true despair as we realized the levels that were stolen from us were gone forever. Moments like these are the heart of any good roguelite, and hopefully Nightreign is able to keep them coming at a steady pace.
Yeah,
For more of our exclusive IGN first coverage of Elden Ring Nightreign, don't miss our hands-on videos with the Iron Eye and Raider classes. And for everything else in the world of video games, keep it here on IGN.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. Bro said... No, this was a pretty good overview. The bosses appearing when you follow the flies has the same name as one of the Night Lord's nicknames shown earlier. Sentient Pest. Oh, so it might have to do with that Night Lord. I do like games like that too, where they give you subtle hints in the beginning of the map and the run to know what the final boss is. I like that. That's pretty fire. The list of boss hunt names. The list of the boss hunt names are at 207. Is making me sick. Oh, there we go. Oh, step, I'm kind of in the way. You got Trifilos, Gaping Jaw, Sentient Pest, Agor, Equilibrous Beast, Dark Drift Knight, and then Fisser of the Fog. Those are the 7 Night Lords. Oh, so in the beginning, you choose it. You choose what boss. There has to be a random mode. There's no way there has to be a random mode. There's no way I have to choose beforehand. You feel me? Elden Ring's pretty smart, or the creators are. Maybe this is their first one, so you give them some passes. So I don't know. Maybe there's not, but I feel like how smart they are. There probably has to be some sort of custom or game mode that would allow you to like shuffle. Maybe I'll let me know, man. I'm ready, bro. We got 2 more weeks. Until Nightreign. I told you I pre-ordered this. I'm ready. We day one playing. Might be like 6 hours straight. I don't know, bro. But I'm in that hell. I'm in that bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there. I'm ready.